hiding a $100 golden egg and nobody finding it. In fact, last year we boasted that there was 10,000 eggs back there. And then there was only 9,500 of them were never found. But imagine you put thousands of eggs there and most of them never get found. Imagine you put your biggest treasures there and you would say you squandered it, you wasted it. Have you ever seen a sea turtle lay eggs? It lays thousands of eggs. And for every 1,000 eggs, one of those turtles will make it to adulthood. You say, what effort, what work, all for what seems like nothing. Before World War II, there was what was called the Great Abdication. Prince George was in line to be the next King of England. But his heart desired this young American lady named Wallis Simpson. And Wallis Simpson had been married and divorced, and she was still in a relationship at the time that they met. But his heart was smitten by her. And he said, I want to marry this woman. But his whole family said, you can't marry her. She just wants your money. She just wants to be a princess. She has no good motives for you. And she has a bad track record of wrecking people's lives. And they said, if you marry her, you can't be king. And so he took it before the Congress. And they said the same thing. If you marry this woman, you can't be the next king. And even the Church of England said, how dare you think about marrying this American woman? If you want to marry her, you will never be king. And so the choice was given to him. He could be rich and wealthy and famous and powerful and be the King of England. Or he could marry Wallis Simpson of America. And the heart wanted what the heart wanted. And so he literally wrote a paper, a declaration called the Great Abdication. And here's the wording of it. I hereby declare irrevocably termination to renounce the throne for myself and for all of my descendants. My children will not be princes and kings. This great abdication, it might sound romantic, but the family, the church, the Congress was right. The next 50 years of his life were miserable. They had a terrible marriage. She just wanted the title and the money, and she was unhappy and he was unhappy, and every single day he must have looked back and said, oh, but I could have been a king. Oh, but I could have had the throne. Today I want to give you a great invitation. I don't want you to squander it. I want to give you some correction. I don't want you to squander it. I want you to consider the great legacy that God wants for you. Please, friend, don't squander it. How many of us have heard the name King David? Probably all of us in this room. I can see you nodding. But how many have heard of Jeroboam? If you have a Bible, go ahead and turn to the book of 1 Kings chapter 11, because Jeroboam could have been a name like David. David loved God.